You know what? I've already actually deciphered. I've already actually decrypted this his message behind the ecstasy. If I ever actually, become a formal wife, an ex-wife of Frederick Plykin by being divorced from him as a divorcee, then I would immediately come back to the position where I was in this society. That means I would actually belong to the lowest. I belong to the cesspool of this country. But you actually greatly discount the very serious fact. I'm actually on my way to become a German. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. Because I'm actually fully convinced that by the time I would have probably get divorced from Frederick Plyken, I will have already obtained my German citizenship. If there's any chance, if I ever actually be separated from Frederick Plyken, if I ever have a chance to be, separated from Frederick Plyken or be divorced from him, then I would probably have already obtained, my German citizenship. I can actually imagine that by the time of my divorce, if there's any possibility for that, I will have already secured my status in Germany, not to actually fall in the hand of you guys who can easily actually harass me just simply because of me being, one of you. Right, I know what they did to me technically. Those people who literally detested my status and my existence in this society, they actually, went so far could have, um, obtained the chances to harass me and abuse me and manipulate the situation on behalf of one of them, their kind, because they couldn't do it. I was a Korean nationality holder. That means I was in a Korean national. Yeah, that means they could have easily actually obtained a chance to harass me. That was really easy. No one could actually protect me. I'm being very honest here. Think about it. Who would actually stand up for me if I were excommunicated, if I were thrown by this society? I was never been protected by this, the rule of law existing in this country, because they could always exert a better influence to protect their special interests per se, right? Am I getting it correct? I'm being very honest. I have nothing against this great country named Korea as my motherland. I would have probably, have uttermost respect for the ancestry. But the thing is, let me get this straightforward. Let me have my record straightforward. I'm not really naive enough to actually imagine that they would actually fight for my advocacy. No, excuse me, I'm not really that stupid. I will actually, obtain a German citizenship by actually, having a German passport. That means, I will be part of the German society. That means, I could be liberated from this type of oppressive suppression, which could have truly trespassed on my human rights with no justification. I have never actually breached the law ever since I was 25, but they've been constantly trying to actually mock me and deceive me, even to the degree of dehumanizing me. But I don't really need to actually play by their rule. Yeah, I don't really need to play into their hands, technically. And I no longer need to fall into their hands because, technically I will be a foreign citizen whose rights are fully protected by the foreign entity, which is really the German federal government, just like the regular citizen Frederick Plyken. That's what I want. I will never be something, but I will definitely be a plain citizen. I will. I will also actually clarify that I have zero interest in obtaining the social entitlements, especially like the Hatzafia. I will actually put that down on the contract, right? Because I just really don't want to be a burden to this country, but I just really want to seek a shelter. That's really the thing, because I've already had a history of being abused by those people, and no one can actually neglect the fact that I was a Korean, which was the enabling scepter and what truly the enablement of the evil. Yeah, I'm not lying. Those people who harassed me, they were enabled, they were empowered, they were authorized legally because I belong to them. This type of subordinate system was a truly authorized and a legalized as a legitimate thingy because they consider me as one who actually belongs to the same country, whose authority always, almost always, works for their interests, but not for mine. They were fully aware and conscious of it, and I will actually break out of it. I will actually seek an asylum. That's it.